Good afternoon, good afternoon. We are here for another edition of Divine Love Talk. We're going to go straight into today's general message as well as maybe do one or two readings for subscribers to the live as soon as my moderators get on, if they can tell us who requested a mini reading. I did plan to come on earlier today, but life is lifing. As per usual, the energy feels really good. Even though we are in a Mercury retrograde, if you're riding this retrograde right, good things should be coming your way. This retrograde is really going to be, and I think I'm going to make a post just like that, right? If you're riding this retrograde right, good things will be coming your way. This is definitely a checkpoint where you get to see how far you've come in your journey. If you have a lot of people coming back from your past, looking for forgiveness, looking for a one night stand, looking for whatever, you have a lot of mishaps in communication, a lot of things going wrong, you probably still have a lot of work to do on your journey. If you're experiencing this on a minimum, kudos to you. If this Mercury retrograde hasn't been that challenging for you, kudos to you, because that lets us know that you've been doing a good job healing and releasing and letting go. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Etta, Mystic Healer, Intuitive and Spiritual Life Coach. We only have room to do 2 mini readings on the live today for subscribers to the live or subscribers to the Patreon. Paid Patreon subscribers who subscribe in the month of December or have been subscribed, right, will be eligible to win $500 in January. So if you haven't subscribed to the Patreon, the link is in the bio. Go over there because we will be announcing that winner during the first week of January, and tomorrow, mañana, or Friday, because life be lifing, right? The winner of November's 25 Days of Etta, $250, will be announced tomorrow or Friday, the next time we go live. How about that, right? How about that? I am a deck short. So let me go grab y'all's favorite deck, right? And my water. I'm being fancy today. I'm being fancy. All right. Let's see who is here. Hi, Classy. Miss Nicole. How art thou? Nos. I love your name. And I know I have emails from yesterday that I didn't get to. I'm still trying to catch up with the email readings, so bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. I appreciate your patience and understanding. It's a one mystic show. I said 2 months ago I need to hire somebody for help, but guess who's a procrastinator? Let's see who else is here. Marcy! J Max, how are you? Just in time. Everybody's like right on time. We're going to get into the general reading, right? Because we did say we were going to pull some angel messages. And 2 mini readings. So the first people that need mini readings that are subscribed to the live and or the Patreon will be eligible. Moderators, please make note of who says it first. If you haven't gotten your 2025 planner, astrology planner, the link is in the bio. If you have yours already, do not forget, while we're still under the energies of the new moon, to go to December in your planner and write that letter as your future self, practicing gratitude for everything that 2025 has already brought you. Momo, I saw you. Hi, John. How are you? Nas, you love it here. I love it here too, and I'm glad that you love it here, right? Because we love your energy. We got a couple of newbies here. So Nas will put you on the list as the first person, if I could find my pen. So we have room because Nas is the first person that I saw. Today is the 4th. As a subscriber, we try to get you at least one reading per month. Hi, Mars. How are you? Juicy, you saw a hummingbird, a ladybug, and a butterfly today. Go back to that message we had a few days ago. I want to say like 10 days ago about seeing winged creatures and what they mean. Honeybee, hi, Miss K, Dorsey, hello. Thank you, Tam. Cosmos. Well, hello. We love when new divine masculines join us. All right. Hello, Embrace. How are you? Margie. Julio. Oh, Julio, it's been a minute. How are you? Julio. Okay, favorite fit. You didn't miss a thing. You're right on time. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes because they keep us relevant in the TikTok algorithm. But most importantly, thank you for your time. Thank you for choosing to spend this part of your day with Spirit, the Soul Tribe, and myself. So far, I have Nas on the list, and I have room for one more subscriber to the live or to the Patreon for a mini reading. Loca, now since you pointed yourself out, it just might, right? It just might. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective? Ooh, I like that. Is that round and round? Yes, it's round and round. On this Wednesday, this hump day, it doesn't even feel like a Wednesday. This feels like a Monday-ish Wednesday. What other message do you have for thank you. That one wanted to pop. We know these two are tied. And we got to move quickly, right? Because always on a race against time. Holy Spirit, anything else for the collective on this Wednesday? What messages do they need to hear? Especially those of you on a twin flame journey, right? There was a very clear message about that as message of concern comes flying out. All right, and then we said we were going to get an angel message. Mommy! It's been a minute, well, a short minute. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this Wednesday? Gloria, thank you for sharing the live. Oh, okay. And then lastly, we'll do what's the vibe? Kind of separate this. So, Holy Spirit, what's the vibe on this Wednesday for the collective? What's the vibe on this Wednesday? Oh, okay. So we'll start there. Whimsical Pisces. Hello. All right, we have nurturing, suffering in silence, and smell the roses. Slow down, take some you time, get out in nature, right, Juicy? Seeing all those wonderful signs today. We started off with noting how this Mercury retrograde is going really smooth for those of you who have done the work. This is a time to really take care of you. Slow down and love on you. A lot of you who are on the twin flame journey, or you think you're on the twin flame journey, or you're on a journey of finding of divine love, that type of love that you're seeking starts by attaining or seeking to attain the greatest love of all, which is self-love. One of the things that you will always hear me say is to love on yourself. Make sure you take a moment out of every single day, whether it's 5 minutes or the whole day, make sure you take a moment to love on you, to do something to honor you, to do something to nurture your inner child. For those of you who have been suffering in silence and holding on to things you should have let go a long time ago, these next couple of weeks are going to continue to reveal to you what needs to be released. You are at this point are holding yourself back on the journey. 10 of water, which is that 10 of cups, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, trustworthy relationships. You are holding yourself back from this. We've heard it over and over and over again. This is what's coming in for the collective. This is what's coming in for those of you who have been doing the work. Continue to release what no longer serves you. Continue to release and end those cycles of things repeating themselves. Bad situationship after bad situationship, bad job after bad job, bad break after bad break. Stop it by taking a look at the man or the woman in the mirror and start really doing that healing work by loving on you, loving on yourself. Really put the work in to do all of that, because that's what's going to bring you to that 10 of cups. That's what's going to bring you to that happily ever after. 7 of water, which is that 7 of cups, a complex decision. A complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating, message of concern, bad health, crossed or with imprisonment in reverse, but we don't really read this in reverse, and message in a bottle. This is confirming to pay attention to all of the signs and synchronicities that you are experiencing. If you are getting the lighter signs like Juicy with the hummingbird and the ladybug and, having that Disney princess vibe, that's the universe saying that, you know what, you're in the final stretch. You released everything that you need to release. You're doing well, kiddo. Keep going, right? Keep moving, because things are going to start changing. Well, they have already started, if you haven't noticed. They will continue to change for you, and whatever has been keeping you stuck, that is what is going to be released first. That blockage that has been keeping you stuck is what is going to be released first, but you got to pay attention. One of the biggest things that came out of the Twin Flame message that was posted before going live was really aligning with your intuition, really trusting your intuition, going within so you are not disillusioned by life. Yesterday, we talked about everything that's happening, right? With, South Korea and the presidents and this and that, and all these lovely distractions meant to take you off course of your journey. We're under some very, very powerful energies. Channel them wisely. We have the Two of Fire, which is the Two of Wands, which is my twin flame card, right, in the reverse. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. A lot of you who are on the live really need to do that work. Get out of that energy of despair. Get out of that energy of woe is me. And I feel like we had the same exact message come out like maybe last Tuesday or last Monday. But again, you are the one that's stopping you from having that new life. You are the one that's blocking you from having that 10 of cups, that happily ever after. Whose hand do we have to hold to help them through this part of their journey? Because it's not for the soul tribe. It's definitely not for the OG. It's a lot of you newbies who are new to the live. Like, don't be shy. Don't hesitate to seek for help, right? This is how you found us. This is how you came across this page. We're not just here spreading love and light because, it's the trendy thing to do. We spread love and light because it's the right thing to do. It's part of our journey, right? The job of resurrectors is to wake up the dead. for all my old school hip hop heads. If you know where that comes from, what song that comes from, I'll let you know what your prize is. Don't Google the lyrics. Lastly, we have Page of Air, which is the Page of Swords. Challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tax. Some of you are just so stubborn, right? We got to give it 3 syllables. You're so stubborn. You're so, again, in the energy of getting in your own way. Stop it, because you're stopping your blessings. You're halting your blessings. You are reminded again, and we will remind you again and again and again and again, right? That you're not alone. You have an entire spirit team. You have a soul tribe. You have loved ones. You are surrounded by all this loving energy. Although at times it may not look like it, especially when you're in the thick of it, when you're really, really in the deep, it may not look like it, but they're always there. All you got to do, because the angels, right? We talked about the angels, the archangels especially, well, all the angels, they cannot interfere unless you tag them in. It's literally like a WWE tag team match. Like, they can't do anything. They will watch you get jumped. And unless you call out to them and say you need help, they cannot interfere unless the creator gives them the go ahead to get involved. But a lot of times they'll be like, let's see how long Nas is going to wait before she tags us in. Right? Let's see how long Momo is going to take this upon herself and think that she got it, because she always got it, right? Well, let's wait and see. And they love to do that, right? But that's another way that you're getting in your own way. Please stop it. If you missed the lyrics, it was, the job of resurrectors is to wake up the dead, right? As a healer, as a light worker, as a person who's on a journey of evolving spiritually, you are responsible for helping other people turn on their light, whether or not this person stays in your life forever, or it's just somebody you bumped into at the train station or the coffee shop, right? Hebrews 13:2 tells us to be mindful to entertain strangers, because some of us have entertained angels unaware. Sometimes saying 2 words to a person changes their entire journey, actually flips that light switch in their mind, in their spiritual mind, right? And helps them along their journey. Do not forget that. Do not forget how powerful you are. Though it may suck at times, especially when you're going through that dark night of the soul or having those tower moments, or life is not showing up in what you think is not your way, but everything is always going your way, lucky girl or lucky guy. Always take heart that you are not alone. Call out to your angels, call out to your ancestors. Do your bippity boppity boo, because you all got a magic wand within you. You all have a magical something within you, right? And use your words wisely. Before we get into the mini readings, starting with Nas, so Nas, you can start getting yourself ready and what question you want answered, or you need a general reading. We're going to go through the comments and see what you guys are chit-chatting about, and then do Nas's reading and see where we're at. We probably won't have much time for much more than that, because the light is waning. Hi, Daisy. Thank you for the roses. Figure it fit. Bended Knee by Boyz II Men. That Jodeci song, It's Been an Hour Since You've Been Gone. and how it ends with baby I'm begging. There's a lot of masculines, I should say a handful of masculines that are going to be in that energy of desperation and that energy of begging for their divine feminine to come back. Just make sure you do a proper temperature check to see if they're not just spitting game, or are they really, really going through that breakthrough? Have they really learned their lesson and are ascending into their divinity? Love reading. He's driving me crazy. They all are, right? Now that Saturn's direct, Pluto's doing its thing, Neptune is doing its thing, we're in retrograde season. A whole lot of cosmic chaos is ensuing. The Schumann resonance is taking the temperature check of everything, right? And they are really people who are unawakened, people who are still sleeping or dead, right? They're really being encouraged, strongly encouraged, and some of them forcibly encouraged to wake up. Honeybee, report him. I don't like that at all. Nobody disrespects my honeybee. You report him. Be mindful of thoughts and words before weaving them. John, are you telling us you're a weaver? That's from that witches thing, the discovery of witches, right? That I was stuck on. Hi, Jasenia. I think you might be though. Just going through your comments. Hennessy. Ew. You know I'm a brown liquor girl. I see the lighthouse. Does anyone know what that means? How? What was the context? What were you feeling? What were you thinking prior? What are you being guided to? Think of all the things associated with lighthouses. Think about where you are in life right now. Think about how it was revealed to you. Think about what you were thinking in the moment, and it will all make sense. But it does have a significant meaning, my dear Hennessy. Hip hop is one genre I'm less familiar with. It's okay. It's okay. I'm pretty sure nobody can get it without Googling it. It's okay. And you're not allowed to Google it. Okay, that's the second time I heard to call on my ancestors. That's what they're there for, right? They've gone through life. They know what life is all about. They know where they messed up. They know where they excelled. And when we call on the ancestors that are willing to help us, right? They could take the lessons that they learned in life to help guide us. So they're perfect, right? They've been through this rodeo before. You'll see numbers, you'll hear words and songs you've listened to bunches of times. I absolutely, wholeheartedly agree with you. Whimsical Pisces, I love you, boo. Wonderful, wonderful addition to the soul tribe. Such good energy. I was just feeling that way before you came on. Aw, Dominique, sending you a big hug. Oh, there goes my mini. I usually don't wear my watch on the live because, you know. I was starting not to believe the synchronicity. My goodness. Why, baby? Well, we're going to find out why. Boogie! Boogie, woogie, woogie. How are you? All right. Thank you guys for the new follows. Thank you for the gifts. Forever Breezy. How are you? Ooh, we stand on their shoulders, walk in their footsteps, and hear their words whispered to us. John the Wordsmith is at it again. John the Wordsmith and Weaver is at it again. And I've been thinking I was going cray-cray before I found out I'm going through a spiritual awakening. That's a beautiful thing, because most of us, that's exactly how we figured it out. It's how we figured it out, right? See, now you say that, Pisces, and my heart said, doo-doo. My heart did a little beep beep. Like it did a little double dutch action. Classy, what do you feel, blood? Do I have to put the pause on somebody? We're all love and life, but there's other ways to get things done, you know? That's why it's called a healing journey. We're never healed completely, right? Ever. If anybody ever says they're healed completely, they are lying to you and worse, themselves. It's a journey, right? There is nothing that is 1,000% light in this universe, right? We all embody that darkness and we could switch at any given point in time. So if you had a moment where you needed to switch and then you felt bad about it, don't. I could say you're human, but it's even nature. Switches. Nas to the front of the line. If it's that sister-in-law. Oh, it's the insurance company. Oh, because I was ready for her. The insurance company can get it too. The insurance company can surely get it too. Oh, no worries, no worries, no worries. Take a couple of steps back, right? Because, under the Mercury retrograde action, we can't take communication too seriously. We can't take anything written too seriously. Y'all know about the sister too? She could get it on a Friday, a Thursday, Saturday, Monday, whenever. Whenever. Mo, it's the Brooklyn in me, right? You could take the girl out but you can't, you know. If Jesus was flipping tables, so can you, okay? Okay. Not everybody who's love and light is all prim and proper. I'm actually a little bit weary of those individuals, right? But I always said if he was out there flipping tables and had that slick mouth, right? What did he tell the woman at the well? Where's your husband? I have no husband. 'Cause you got 5. What? So, I like him. I like him a lot. Not me, literally flipping over picnics. I love that vegan sanctuary life. I love it. Oh, that was a good giggle for my soul. But then again, some people didn't like that, right? Some people, when you start speaking about that side and making it not as stuffy, people get offended. But when we talk about being Christ-like, like that, he was real. His whole crew, right, when we talk about the disciples, they were outstanding, pious individuals in the community, right? My favorite is Matthew, right? The corrupt banker, right? That was overtaxing people, right? There's a reason why he chose the misfits of society. I saw a quote the other day about the black sheeps of the family. People talk about black sheeps of the family and they try to exclude you and try to, make you feel bad for sticking out, right? Reason why you stick out is because you're not a black sheep. You're a goat. Greatest of all time. Remember that, Sugar Plum. Nas, to the front of the line. You said you wanted a love reading? You're a goat, boo. You're a goat. Trust me. Trust and believe. They never want us to awaken that side because a lot of them will get it and then try to make you feel bad for giving it to them. But they earned it fair and square. You are definitely the goat. Nas, did you have a specific question? Or did you want just a romance reading? A love reading? And then we'll do figure it fit. And that should be it. give it one more quick shuffle. Hennessy to me is a guiding light, right? Personally, because I have a connection to the ocean, right? It's a call to come home. It would be a call for me to visit the shore and see what my ancestors have to say to me there, what the sea spirits want to say to me there. Beloved Nas, right? I'm turning away from the comments. And if I missed anybody's comments, it's because I didn't scroll far enough up, and we're pressed for time. We are pressed for time. Nas, you have either the clear quartz, the tourmalated quartz, or the moldavite. Which pile is your pile? You already said 2, so that's the tourmalated quartz, right? Perfect. So we did say we would focus on the angels because I'm running out of table space. So we'll get a romance angel card for you. Anybody else, if you'd like a personal reading, that information's in the bio. And for my Patreon subscribers, we forgot to have a Black Friday sale. So we're having that this week, right? Starting now. So that information's on Patreon. What else does Nas need to know on this day about love and romance? Ooh, I'll leave that right there. And then, because we haven't used these in a while. What else? Okay. What else does Nas need to know? For those of you, for those of you who, I'm trying to say this as love, no need to sugarcoat it, but in talking about flipping tables and putting paws on people, for those of you who ever seen The Color Purple, the original one, I haven't seen the other one, so I can't speak to it. There is a very specific breakdown of the pointing action that goes on that I reposted. So if somebody needs to get touched because they took things too far, and this video that I reposted speaks to you, it's safe work. I'll just say that. If you have more questions about it, I'll be happy to answer. But it is safe work for those people who, don't know how to stay there behind in the freezer. Nas, reconsider was the biggest energy that came out. But what are they calling you to reconsider? You have the Wheel of Fortune. I wanted to say the world, but it's the Wheel of Fortune, which points to the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, right? But it also talks about things shifting. The Wheel of Fortune is always moving. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up, but it's always moving. And this is why we say life is always happening for us, right? You need the sunshine, you need the nighttime, right? Oh, with the Queen of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So we're heavy in the Aquarius energy. You see how the sword is down, but the Queen of Swords is up. Now, if you have been meaning to give somebody the business verbally, think about it. Think twice about it, right? because not only because Mercury retrograde is clouding our judgment and we might say the wrong things, or might say we'll have a tendency during Mercury retrograde when we're speaking out of anger, there is a tendency to say things that we will regret, not that you might regret, that we will regret later down the line. So really think, I wouldn't even say twice, think 4 times. If somebody really pisses you off, him driving you crazy, let it go. You want to send that extra long text message? Don't. If you really have to get it out, send it to yourself or write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a. They're really heavy with the quotes today. Most importantly, do not send it, right? Get it out of your system as best as you can, but don't send it. It feels like this person means well, but they're like a toddler with their shoes on their wrong feet running. This is the image that they're showing me, right? They mean really, really well. They just can't get it together right now. You have unrequited love and make the effort, but they both came out in reverse, which confirms what Spirit told us earlier this week, last week, maybe the week before. Don't do anything. This is really a time of relaxing, releasing, and preparing to receive this unrequited love, right? In the reverse. Upright, it talks about there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, but the reverse is asking you, what are you worried about? Keep it in mind the things that you worry about will give you more things to worry about, right? We all know the Spirit has been saying it, so you've been on the live a few times, right? Whatever frequency you stay in, love, worry, hate, anger, frustration, right? The universe will give you experiences that resonate with that frequency you're holding because they think you like it, because you're holding on to it the strongest. This is a good time to know that everything is going in your favor. How everything is playing out is exactly how everything is supposed to play out. This love is a lot deeper than what you imagine. This person, and then somebody said, this fool, we're not going to call him that, but somebody on your team wants to call him that. It's not his fault, right? I can't explain to you how rockets are made. I know that they go up in the air and they somehow make it to the space station, right? How that happens, I don't know. I don't have the words for the lingo, right? That the space NASA people use to describe and explain how they take rockets from Earth to the space station. I just know it happens. I've seen it happen. I enjoy when it happens. I love hearing about it. But I can't really explain how it happens to you. Just look it up, right? This is how your person is when it comes to love. They know what they're feeling. They know what they want to do. They know how it happens. They know how it works for everybody else. They just, they don't have the words to explain to you what they're feeling. And out of frustration, they might act out. They do act out and do things that you wish that they wouldn't. But it's definitely, they keep pointing to that toddler image. These things that they do when they act out is literally them having an adult temper tantrum because they don't have the words. A lot of times when our children, when they're 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, have those temper tantrums, is because they don't have the words to express the big feelings that they're feeling. They don't have that ability to connect. And it is super frustrating to them that they can't. They want to, they sincerely want to, and it just angers them that they cannot. Your person just doesn't have the words to express, which shouldn't. They're encouraging you to not take that personally. That's a them thing. This make the effort. Speaking, there goes the toddlers that they kept talking about. Speaking about tantrums and doing things and feeling the need to have to say this or have to do that, The make the effort coming out in the reverse is again confirming that your job now is to rest, relax, receive, hold that vision of love and allow it to be, whether it's with this person, heavy on getting into the energy of detachment and really, really, really sitting in the energy, sitting in your queen energy, that whatever vision you're having of love, whatever vision you have of love is going to manifest with this person or somebody else, and truly being open to that somebody else, because that's how you hold space for your masculine to become that somebody else, to grow into that somebody else. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. Great love is worth waiting for. Remember that, my dearest Nas. It ain't hard to tell, now is it? I had to throw that in there. That is your message. Figure it fit to the front of the line, please, and thank you. As I take a peek at the comments to see what you guys are chit-chatting about. And we still have a little bit of light left, so. Babiana, how are you? I knew I did that. I knew it. Right, we were about to confuddle the cards. You are most welcome, Naz. That was fun. Your guides are really, really fun. Your guides are really, really fun. Hennessy, I offer the mini readings to the subscribers, right? Where we get that brief, quick message in, right? And then we offer soul sessions. You can either get a recorded soul session, a virtual soul session. These cards are going to be confuddled anyway, right? Or an email reading. All that information is in the bio. It depends on what you want, right? The only thing that I don't read on is medical questions and anything to do with the law. Now, if your guides want to throw that in as we're doing the reading, that's on them. But if that's what somebody comes with specific, especially when it comes to pregnancy, nope. Not I, said the cat. Not it. Definitely not it. Figure it fit. Did you have a specific question? Or, Babiana, no. I think we have, well, let's see when we're done with Figure It Fit how much daylight we have left. How do I connect with my guides? Oh, you have a lot of questions. Very easily, right? They're around me all the time because I am a mystic and I'm technically always working. So one of them is always nearby, standing at the ready. When you guys ask questions, your guys just come. It's like parent-teacher night, right? When all the parents are sitting in the class or sitting outside waiting for their turn. And they just come and they'll speak to me just like somebody's having a face-to-face conversation. Sometimes they'll reveal themselves as colors, as bodies. I forget the word for it. When you see the shadowy figure, there's a very specific word that starts with A, I believe, for it. An apparition. They come as apparitions. Sometimes they come as their physical whole self. So it's undeniable when I give them, when I give you when I give you their description, you know exactly who I'm talking about. But they're always here. I'm always, which is not the greatest of things, tapped in, tuned in to the other side. But everybody is different on how they connect and how your guides speak to you and how much access you have in the spirit world, right? Because it's fun and games until it's not. Where did Figure It Fit go? Now Figure It Fit. So Loka was afraid that they was going to chew her out, but they're going to come for you right now. So a month ago, right, they got me pulling out receipts. They were very, very specific with their guidance. You knew this was going to happen because they told you it was going to happen. Matter of fact, they told you months before it was going to happen, and they gave you various reasons why, right? You have that one big situation that he wishes he didn't get himself into because now they are for lifers and he much not rather be. As a masculine who it was on a journey of being free and being open and being able to do whatever, right, with their dreams, not just with people, but being able to, like, I want to work here, I want to move there, having this freedom of choice was very, very important to them. But that got taken away from them just right before they were about to cut things off. Unfortunately, for a lot of masculines, that seems to be the life lesson when they're not living right? They'll get stuck with the karmic via a little person. Now, in trying to keep the balance and trying to keep the peace, because you know the BF loves his peace, and this situation has been everything but peaceful. Between the phone calls and the accusations and the stop doing that, right, that you've experienced, all of that weighs on him heavily. They told you this, girl. And it's gotten to a point where he just wants to go into hermit mode. He literally just wants to crawl up into his shell and disappear from the world. But he knows he can't do that because he has too many responsibilities, too many people to answer to, too many questions to be... This is why they confuddled the card. He's been going through this heartbreak, a heartbreak he inflicted on himself before we give our sorrows and our prayers, right? But he's been experiencing this heartbreak pretty much the whole year. When you have those moments of anxiety and the moments of anxiousness that pop up, it's important to send him love and light, because you can guarantee yourself that in those moments where you start especially missing him and you want to send that cutesy text to let him know that he's on your mind and things of that nature, don't. Use that moment to step into your magic and send love and light energetically. Send that healing energy energetically. Your person has a lot of guilt around his actions. It's all fun and games, right? Until it's not. And because, sometimes as humans, we get into the habit of, I got away with it. I'm almost out. I'm gonna do this anyway, right? And then Spirit says, you know what? No, now you're stuck. So keep that in mind. And of course, you're going to feel some kind of way. Of course, you're going to have some type of feeling towards the things that you are experiencing within this connection. It is okay. Process those feelings, figure it fit. Sit with those feelings while you're holding space for them to do their healing and for them to navigate the sticky situation that they've placed themselves in. You know exactly what's going on with the BF. You know exactly why they are distant. They have no choice. For their mental health, for their own sanity, they have no choice. When you're thinking, the Two of Pentacles with the change, what to cut off, what to stop juggling, because he's been juggling. That's what got him into this situation, right? Occupation, Six of Cups, reconciliation. Message. Ooh, we're gonna cover that up because you know that is super. Ooh. Yeah. All confirmation to what Spirit just said, right? This is definitely someone who had plans to, like, I wonder what it would be like to live here or have this type of job or have that. This is somebody who liked their flexibility, having the ability to choose between this and that and have nothing or no one hold them back. We're going to try something again. Hold that thought for 2 seconds. Does that work? And the Lord said, let there be light. So we have this big old, oh, that's because it's my water bottle. This is definitely someone who liked their freedom, and that's been taken away from them, or they feel like intentionally, right? You already know that she knew that he was about to end that situation where she made, and that's what prompted her to put herself in the position for what happened to happen. And now it feels like he's stuck. He wants that happily ever after. He wants to have that loving, committed partner, right? Not with her. Not with her, but with everybody in his ear. And this is another reason why he wants to just get into, they're showing me a turtle, right? He just wants to just scrunch up into his shell, right? Oh, you got to do right by her. You got to make her an honest woman. She's having you. Okay. But there's a lot of pressure coming in from every single side, right? And he can't take it. He much rather have that connection he had with his best friend, right? Without having anybody question it or worry about it or stress him over it. But he just can't. So again, when you're having those moments of really missing him and doubting the connection and wondering if, send love and light not only to him, but to yourself as well. This doesn't mean you guys are going to end up together. There's a lot of things that are literally up in the air. But at this point in the journey, he has so much to untangle within himself before he can show up as a good friend, as a good partner, as a good father, as a good person. So go easy and send him a lot of love and light. That is your message. Bobbiana, where art thou? Bobbiana, if you're still around. And stop saying things like it's so hard. A better phrase is it's challenging, right? It's giving you the opportunity to grow, right? To master your bippity boppity boo. To do the healing work that you need to do on you. Go back to the messages that were posted on the Twin Flame Union today and really sit with it, right? Allow it to inspire you, encourage you to grow into your divinity. Now, as for Bobbiana, let's get complicated out of there, right? Because all these situations that we experience in life and love are meant to teach us something about life, something about spirit, but most importantly, something about ourselves. Let's take a quick glance at the comments and then we'll do a love reading for Babiana. Hennessy, I believe Loka answered your question. It's like when the sun starts to go slowly down and then it disappears really quick. I dislike that a lot. I dislike it a lot. Hello, Becca. How are you? Lovely Jazz, my favorite 313. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Etta preached on this. I remember this, you see? No lies were told. got got the Soul Tribe pulling out receipts, you know? Louise, you know, I've been waiting to hear from you. I was about to file a missing persons report because what? How are you? How are you? Like a genie without the lamp. Indeed. Indeed. I'm so new to this and trying to understand my place. Hennessy, I applaud you for that. I applaud you for that. You definitely found the right ones to help you along your journey. Oh, I got to everybody's comments, I think. I believe. All right. Babiana. More direction on your... Find a more fitting word for you. More direction on your amazing love life. Or did you have a specific question? $333 on your clock. I wish it was 333 over here. We're an hour ahead. I'm from New York, if you guys haven't. For you newbies, if you haven't realized. I love it when people say I have an accent, because it's like, what? Oh, that's easy. You want to know who to focus on to give up? Never give up, never surrender. No, surrender to the journey. There's been heavy emphasis for the collective to make sure you have a clear vision of love. You guys know one of my favorite things to recommend is listening to the song Vision of Love by Mariah Carey and letting it take you away, right? Helping you kind of shape and define what your vision of love is for you. Not what society says it should be, not what your parents or your peers or your sister or your cousin or the neighbor or that one girl in class says it should be, but what you, Babiana, want it to be for you, Babiana. Pick your pile. You have either the cowrie shell, the moldavite, or the tourmalated quartz. Sweet destiny, carrying me through desperation. Yes, I love that song so much. And when I started my spiritual journey, right? Not when I was, because it's continuous. I found out why. Not just the lyrics, but the frequency of the song in itself, the notes and notation. For those who know how to read treble clefs and all of that, right? Have profound spiritual significance. Just like Beethoven's the name escapes me. But when I remember it, I'm going to post it on the Patreon. but he has a great symphony. Why can't I remember it? Like I could see the YouTube clip in my head, but I can't remember the exact name. But it's great for manifesting. Hold on. Okay. Oh no, whimsical Pisces. I guess so. All right. Hi, Body Yaddy Yaddy. Babiana. All right. Let's get to your love reading. You have, the Temperance card, right? Which talks about healing, being temperate, having patience, turning things over to your spirit guides. And there goes the juggling card again with the Two of Pentacles, followed by the Ten of Pentacles. And we'll take the Two of Wands too, because y'all know that is my soulmate twin flame card. Let's get some clarifiers and then we'll get into it. Babiana. What else does Babiana need to know about her love journey? Her journey of partnership. You already have a somewhat clear vision of love. What you lack is faith that it can happen. Do not settle, right? Right now, all the choices, they're not good for you. I think when the reading ended and the general reading that we posted, it said there's something better. There's a lot better for you than the options that are present. There goes the lack of faith. The current options that you have in love were manifested on your prior way of thinking, believing, and trusting in this journey. This is what makes them ill-fitted for you now. Because you have attained some sort of ascension, some sort of awakening, some sort of, you're not the same person you were a year ago. So you can't do the same things you used to do, right? You've outgrown these types of relationships, even if it doesn't look like it or feel like it, because, with some of these individuals, with at least one of these individuals, there's that deep bond. But what is that bond made of? Besides fun memories and sexy time and a little bit of trauma bonding in there. Which one of these individuals can assist you along your spiritual journey? If you honestly ask yourself that question, because so far, they're showing me nothing. No one fits the person that you are becoming. No one is equipped. No one is doing the work that they're supposed to be doing to assist you along your journey. With this Temperance card and asking you for patience and to do a check within self for your level of faith or lack thereof, Fabiana. This situation is calling for you to have faith, knowing that you deserve the very best when it comes to love. You deserve that official person with that 22, that divine partner, that divinely sent partner. The angels and your guides have a hand on this, but they really need you to understand that you deserve a partner that matches you on every level. If you're working towards your spiritual growth on becoming a better person, they should be as well. If they are content with living a muggle life and living the mundane, then that's great for them. Unless you want to stay in that cycle. But the general, you weren't here for the general. The general reading spoke about us getting out of those round and round cycles that kept going on and on and on and on, right? If you're really interested in getting out of that, right, and receiving the bountiful blessings and abundance that your guides have for you, you have to start stepping up in the energy that you are worthy of a great and divine love, because that's what they want to bring you. And right now, none of the characters that you have in your life, y'all heard that? There was a huge gust of wind 2 times. None of the characters that you have in your life fit that description that can bring you that stable, happy family life, even if you are connected with this person by a child or somebody else, right? Regardless of what the connection is. Another thing that this points to is that how we're standing in our own way when it comes to manifesting the things that we want. It's up to you. Again, you can pick one and be satisfied with basic, but they want to give you a love that fulfills you on every single level, right? In this moment of releasing every person, place, and thing that doesn't serve your highest good, this is when you work on your healing, especially your family issues, right? Yesterday we spoke about when we really do the healing work, we don't only heal ourselves, but we heal our generational bloodline. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents or anybody else who have shown you less than real, unconditional, fulfilling love. Now, if you are serious in being in a committed, grounded, spirit-led, spirit-filled, abundant life, not just love life, with a partner who fulfills you on every single level, you and I will be having a different conversation this time next year. If you haven't gotten your planner yet, or if you haven't done the exercise yet, it's very important that you take some time while we're still under the energies. We're coming out of the energies of the new moon, right? Take some time to write a letter as your future self, practicing gratitude for everything that 2025 has brought you, right? And include, make sure when it comes to the love part, the partnership part, the happily ever after part, you are thorough with it and attach feelings to every sentence, every statement, every affirmation of gratitude that you exclaim. You are worthy of a great love. You can stick around for mediocre love. You can stick around for situationships. You can stick around for just enough. You can stick around for good deed. It's all up to you. But just know, in the background, they want to bring you someone. And this is giving Emperor energy. So that's Capricorn, Aries energy, right? Sagittarius energy. They want to bring you someone that fulfills you on every single level. Don't forget, we were given the heads up weeks ago that big things, big shifts are going to happen during Sagittarius season. We're here. Let it be. Allow it to be what it's supposed to be, Babiana. The choice is yours. Whatever you feel makes you happy, if it's one of these suspicious looking characters, and one of them looked like they snuck on the planet Earth, but we're not going to talk about that because we usually don't go that way. But one of your ancestors over here is none too pleased with that one. She calls him a gremlin. That's your choice. That's the beauty of having free will. But always know that they have someone who is going to fulfill you in ways that you didn't even think of in mind for you. That is your message. This lady. My goodness. No splashing with water or feeding after midnight. Please don't, for the safety of us all, please don't. Every now and again, every now and again. Candy, Lovey, thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Good afternoon, Florence. I think that is our last mini because they're getting a little feisty, to say the least. They're getting just a tad bit feisty by they, your ancestors. Like everybody's in a very jovial, the spirits, I should say, are in a jovial mood. It's okay, girl. I got rid of my gremlin this year. I love the honesty. I love the honesty. I love it. I love it. You know, it happens, and you know, we're moving on to bigger and better things in 2025. Spicy or feisty, both of them. I love it. I think they like to keep me on my toes and see just how far they can push the envelope. Safety on what? The gremlins? John said no feeding them after midnight or splashing them with water because you know what happens when you do that, right? Mayhem ensues. So for the safety of the rest of us, please and thank you. Just going through the rest of your comments because Linda, listen. 2025 is all the pieces have been set up for most people to win. 2022, 2023, 2024, especially, right, during this year of karma, right? Saturn doing its thing. Clearing the path. It hasn't been easy, but it's all to set up the collective to have a year that's filled with the beginnings of receiving those things on the vision board, those prayers being answers, those intentions manifesting into your reality. And things of that nature. I thought I was going to eat this year, but this year ate me up. I love that. Loca, can we get that on a t-shirt? Can we get that on a... What do you guys think about this? Because we've been saying that for pretty much as long as we've been going live. So over the past 2 years and change. What if we establish a Teespring or one of those print-on-demand t-shirt companies and send all the proceeds to like a women's shelter or something like that? Soul Tribe. We'll make that one of our projects for 2025. I think I like that a lot. But what do you guys think? Think about it. Let me know. Not Boogie with the jojoba oil. Send me your suggestions for the charity that would receive the proceeds. And I need a volunteer who will make a list of all these cute names that we come up with for t-shirts and stuff. And I do believe Teespring, or if you know of a better vendor that's able to give us like the t-shirts and the sweatshirts and the coffee mugs and this and that at a reasonable price, let me know. I'm going to repost that part on Patreon so we can continue the conversation there. It's okay, Boogie, right? So you remember too, we've got like 3, right? And then we'll take it from there. Whatever comes out during the year, we'll just keep adding them to the list. We'll just keep designing them, right? And then every month we'll take the proceeds and like send it to somebody's shelter or charity of their choice, right? If anybody has like a system in place that's similar to that or is savvy around things like that, please hit me up, because Spirit is like, yeah, you need to do that. Yeah, you need to do that, because we spoke about this, right? Every spiritual person, a part of your journey is doing charity work. So I think that would be a great, great group project for us to do as a collective. For those of you who are interested, of course, right? Boogie! Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, Poetic, you're going to have to send me a list, because all I can remember is the Cam 4, right? Send me a list of what was supposed to be in the package, and then I will send it out this week. It's still pending. I'm going to have to put pause on Mina one day. I'm going to catch her in the parking lot, and I'm just going to real quick, because, ma'am, I don't know what the beef is, but, my love and light is not working, so we got to go the other way. We gotta go the other way. Mina is the person she's my antagonist in this story. It was all fine and dandy when she was just giving me dirty stares when I go to the post office, but she put her hands on my packages, Might have to put the pause on her. Mind you, she's like 60. We'll see how the rest of this year goes. We'll see. But definitely, all jokes aside, somebody's clutching their pearls like, what did I stumble onto? Right? Pisces, nobody's ever too old to catch the pause. You're old enough to cause damage and frustration. You're old enough to catch the pause. That's too funny. That is too funny. This is day 2 of the giggles and the lovely energy. Lady Love, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, Mo, don't forget. All right. We're going to put Sienna House first on the list. I have to dig up some of my I have connects in the shelter system, so I'll be reaching out to them to make sure, because you know how city folks and places like to reroute funds. I can't speak for every other county, but I could speak for the county of New York City, that is. That is great. I love it. Your love, you separated in February, no contact whatsoever. Why would you hope them to come back by now? Honest question. Honest question. Oh. Whooping someone in the name of light. Add that to the list. Add that to the list. That definitely. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't the TikTok shop has a print on demand? Because I see a lot of people selling sweaters and hats and stuff like that with cutesy sayings. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let me write down Sienna House, because I'm just about to go to forget that. I'm waiting on Linda's response. Marcy, if it's not up tonight, it'll be up tomorrow. I guess Linda's not here anymore. No problems. I live in Ohio and I work in retail. Ohio, you say? Okay. Before we wrap up the live, does anybody have any general questions, thoughts? Anybody want to spearhead this whole campaign? If not, it's okay. Teamwork makes the dream work, but we are definitely doing a group charity work thingamajig with all these lovely quotes and sayings that we come up with for 2025. I love that. Oh my God, I love that so much. I love it. If you separated with your person, they say, right, it's a consensus, so to speak, that folks who separate during Mercury retrograde or come together, it's not permanent. It's typically, right? Which doesn't mean 100% of the time this is how it's going to work out, but typically those type of situations end up reconciling, and the separation is needed for some type of growth and healing and individual work before you two can get back together. It is important, my dear, that during this time of separation, the biggest thing is making your vision of love clear. Okay? Making your vision of love clear and not accepting anything less than it from this person or anybody else. Because you're a lady, right? You have this certain acknowledgement of what you deserve. That's not just because. That's because there's a reason for that. And that's part of the work you're supposed to be doing during this time of separation. Turning some of that energy inward towards your growth and really showing up as your authentic self. Whimsical Pisces, I am on it. If I don't post it on this page, I'll post it on my TikTok shop page. By the way, I only have 2 pages, this page and my TikTok shop page. There are a dozen, or at least a dozen creators trying to masquerade as me. I don't end up in your inbox at all. I don't send you long paragraphs and ask you, did you resonate with this? No. I may have asked already. You didn't, or at least not in this timeline. I definitely feel you on the brain dancing sometimes. My brain does that a lot too. So I am on it. Any other questions before we wrap up the live? Ooh, wait a minute. Pause. I would do a flag on the play, but it's not a flag on the play. Loca manifested money yesterday, and someone gave her $250, which is as good as money, right? Wasn't it just yesterday we were saying that so-and-so didn't pay up, and you took it to the altar and you said you were manifesting money, and bippity-boppity-boo, done. That's a less than 24-hour turnover. Impressive. I'm very, very proud. You see? First, Krista's good news. I forgot who else had good news yesterday when it comes to manifesting. Now, Loca, keep. Oh my gosh, Momo. Where did he go? You put his play toy on the altar for him to come back the next day. Y'all are doing better than Amazon Prime. And for those of you who have been struggling with your manifesting, take note, right? These are real people in real situations. They're not doing it for the gram. I assure you, I will 100% stand behind these 2 individuals and others in the Soul Tribe when they say something, because they've done the work, and they are proof that when you do the work, manifesting is very easy. When you believe and get out of these self-handicapping thoughts, self-defeating thoughts, when you get out of your own way, like the general reading said, The world becomes your oyster. The world becomes yours. And yes, there is enough abundance in everything to go around for all of us. Okay? And Boogie most especially. What? I'm so proud of you guys. Sagittarius season only just begun, right? And the bippity boppity boo is starting to leave me speechless. Oh no! And how did he go exactly 8 miles, right? They were about to ship him to Connecticut, which is so very far. And if they did, I would have made the trip to go get him. Picked up a puppy crate and everything. Have wheels, will travel. Always was and always is. Nope, Desiree, you came right on time. The gist of it is, as long as you know yourself and believe in yourself and do the work, you can manifest as easily as you breathe. He was at the shelter for 8 days and mismatched his breed. My goodness. Poor guy. He must have went on an adventure. Well, at least he was found. Safe-ish and sound. The nice trick, putting his toy on the altar, right? We're taking things to the altar all 2025. I love that, Loka. You also manifested a new kitchen. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. My goodness. We do not chase. We definitely attract. Another reason, I need you guys to get really, really serious about this. Now that we're making all of these things are coming out, write that letter as your future self. Practicing exclaiming gratitude for everything that 2025 has brought you. We're already claiming it, right? We haven't said Happy New Year yet, but we're claiming it. If you have your astrological journal, go ahead and flip all the way over to December, right? And use those lines to write a letter to your future self. Even if you got to start off here and not do these things to have enough space, write a letter as your future self, exclaiming gratitude. So this time next year, we could go through that letter and see how many things you actually manifested for yourself. Write it down, make it happen. Write it down, make it happen. This is not, I know TikTok has really sensationalized manifesting and calling things into existence and this whole theory behind abundance, but there's science behind using our words to create our reality. It's not just bippity boppity boo. Okay? Remember that. Lit my 7 African powers, good luck, and white candle. Nice. What we want for us will simply find us always. What we want is already ours. It is. What you doing with a green candle on a Thursday or any day, right? I love that for you, Momo, so much. So much. All right. That is true. I love it. That's another indicator that you can manifest on his behalf, that this is a higher echelon soulmate union. Nice bonus. Are we going shopping with the bonus? Just joking. But not really. If you are not in the right, if you are in the energy of worry, you will manifest experiences that cause you more worry. It's just that simple. Right? When you have those moments that legitimately cause you to fret or to worry, sit with it, process it, right? Don't just slap a band-aid on it and try to move it in the name of trying to stay positive, try to stay love and light. No, process the feelings, process what happened, compartmentalize it, and then start working past it. Do not let yourself slip into that woe is me energy. Give yourself a definite amount of time. Like, I'm going to sit with this for a day. I'm going to sit with this for a week, process it, and then let it go. Right? But definitely don't sit in there too long. Don't Worry, Be Happy is one of my favorite songs. My dad used to play it all the time when we went on car trips when I was small. It is very much possible, right? When we think of Sag, right, we see the centaur, right, shooting the arrow, right? We think of now Ochozi, right? And we think of Pisces also. Oh, we'll get around to Pisces. Why? Hitting the mark. It's about hitting the mark. So everything that's preventing you from hitting that target, hitting that goal, hitting that mark is being revealed to you so that you are able to manifest what you want to manifest for yourself. Pisces has to be the best sign at hitting the mark because they can actually hit a mark that only they can see, right? And we may not be able to see what they're aiming at, right? But they are able to do just that and hit it effortlessly for the evolved Pisces, by the way. Not the wayward Pisces or the Pisces that's struggling, right? But for the evolved Pisces. This is definitely a moment in time that whatever comes up that needs to be processed and released, process and release. And just don't try to get over it because, I'm an independent, strong person and I need to get past this because, I gotta go. I gotta go back to work on Monday. I only have a certain amount of time. No, process it respectfully to really get over it and put it behind you. And that is how you're going to manifest. Always aim for the furthest stars. You won't miss. You'll end up exactly in the galaxy you're supposed to be. Oh, I can't take credit, Miss J, for this. This is the creation of one of my favorite creators to follow, Alina. I've been following her since like 2016, 2015. She is phenomenal at following the cosmic happenings and correlating them to the signs and this and that and giving us the heads up. And she started these planners. And last year was the first year that I actually got one. And it really, really helps with how she has everything lined out and letting us know when this is transiting, when the full moon is happening, when the retrogrades and the eclipses and the this and the that and the third are happening is great. So you can pair your experiences with what's going on. The link is in my bio and there's a discount code. I think you said save 10 or 20% off. I forget. But yeah, we'll be using this all 2025 and have already started. And it comes in like 7 colors. Yeah. All right, I gotta go. I'm hungry. Gotta get something yummy, yummy. I wish you all to have an amazing evening or afternoon or whatever part of your day is evening. I can get some Uggs for 80. I want some Uggs. Where are you getting Uggs for $80? What kind of Uggs? You gotta connect. You know somebody that knows somebody? Let me know. Please and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to each and every one of you. I will get something very yummy to eat because This has been exhausting. And that's another thing if Hennessy is still here. When I channel a lot, I get tired and very hungry, right? You still get 50% off it. Because I was just realizing I don't have, I need to stock up on some sweats. I love the pink collection sweats. I always have. We'll chat, right? And I will be making phone calls this week. I'm going to tackle one person a day. That is the goal. I love you all. Until we meet again, stay blessed.